Hey there, folks. We're out here going back in time a little bit to a little simpler place. We're following the Lewis and Clark Trail to Whitebird, Idaho is our destination. We're going to go there and visit my father and my Uncle Jack.
I took a picture of Homer, and I'll get my glasses off so you can see what the hell I'm doing. And with his baby picture, I took it to the class reunion, showed everybody my baby.
Homer as a baby, that's funny. Homer! Homer!
Homer,
Look at me. Yeah.
Get your picture.
Oh, right there, buddy. You can't scratch here. Right there, buddy. Holy cow.
I won't leave you alone. Yeah. And so I get on the internet and I Googled it, and the oldest horse was 62. Didn't say where at and what kind of horse it was, but that I recorded the horses. That's how. But a mule will live twice as long as a horse. You can't ride a horse much after 30 years old, and he got a good back on him still, but a lot of horses get a sway back that hurts them to ride him when they get that old. But a mule, you can still ride him at 30 years old.
Oh. So that's nice. You've been riding Homer for almost 25 years.
I have. I've had Homer 25 years.
Mm-hmm. Do you find anything very peculiar about Homer character? Does he different from any other horses that you have met?
Yes, he had never slowed down. He's a single footer, and he walked 3 miles an hour, and most horses walk 2.
Wow, that's
And he's just been nothing but a wonderful horse. And I've had a lot of horses, but the ones I liked, I think I've had 6.
oh, 6 was the maximum number. Oh, that's pretty good.
But 6 at one time.
6 at one time.
But yeah, but no. As far as I've only had horses probably 4 times, and they get old. I get rid of them. But sometimes I had more than one. I don't know why. Just to feed, I guess.
How did you ended up in Whitebird? That's kind of fascinating.
Well, there was 2 things. And my dad's sister
Mm-hmm.
was in World War II,
Oh, wow.
and she married Virgil Sickles. In World War II was in Payette, Idaho, which is 150 miles south here. So Dad hadn't seen her. She married him after they got out of service, but and so he hadn't seen her. Then her son came back to Missouri, and he needed somebody to go with him as a partner truck driver. Keith was a young age and had quit school, and he got a truck, and drove out here with Don Sickles. So in 1957, which is 2 or 3 years later, Mom hadn't seen her son, and Dad hadn't seen his sister, so we come to Idaho. Well, but we come to pay Aunt to see Aunt Lizzie. Then we come up here to see Keith. So we spent a day or two, which is 150 miles apart.
Oh,
and,
wow.
and then we come up here, and Dad fell in love with us. So we went back to Missouri because he actually found a job here if he'd come back next spring. And we went to Missouri and sold or cleaned out everything, and we moved to Idaho in 58. I bought this place, 88. I bought it.
Oh, you are a linesman and you're riding horse, you're going places, and now today you're in a wheelchair. What really happened there? Can you please?
Well, I had a bone spur. I hurt my neck in high school, and I had to wear a brace. And then once on the job in high school, I had a bale hit me on the head from throwing off a stack, and I had to wear a brace. So somewhere in between, I had cracked a bone, and then I had a cartilage build up, and had bone spurs in my neck. So at age 61, yes, I was starting to feel pain, but I thought, well, heck, that's the way it is. And not knowing that a bone spur, so then my wife and I separated, and I was here alone, and I drove to Portland, spent a week. Coming back, my neck was really bothering me. I took some ibuprofen, and I got home, and I took my phone out of my pocket and everything I had out of pocket, and I went in to use the restroom, and I fell down, and I was paralyzed. The bone spur went into my spinal cord and did spinal cord injury.
Well, there's a little more detail than that. What did you tell me, Jack?
Well, I laid there for 3 days when anybody found me.
Oh, wow, in this
You
house?
did, 3
Yeah.
days.
I laid there 3 days, and a gal that I'd been dating, she'd been calling me. I could hear her on the phone, but I couldn't answer her. Finally, after 3 days, she come up and check it out, and she found me just in time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a miracle in itself.
It is.
So then you took out the challenge to still continue with your lives and dreams and kept the Homer, and you now work at the city.
You wouldn't sell
Nothing
anything.
ever stopped you. That's
People
what.
wanted to buy everything off of
Yeah,
you.
no, I kept everything. It's in my place. I want to be here.
Yeah.
And get my horse was the big issue. Yep. So now I go to Parker, Arizona. This will be my 7th year. This coming January, and I feel better because right now I had 1 vertebrae rebuilt and 3 fused together.
Oh,
And so I used to like 68 degrees in the house. Now I have to have 75, 76, or I hurt. And so I go down there in the winter. And the ranch that I lived on or worked for, they take care of my horse when I'm gone and bring him back when I'm here.
that's nice. And best thing is you're even able to drive your van anywhere, even on a wheelchair. You're
pretty good at doing something a little more independent.
Wow. Jesus.
Sweet.
First time in my life.
It's a sweet feeling, ain't it?
Two
Now
more,
for-
last two more. Just
Okay.
That's all I wanted. The feel of the weight and actually here
Okay,
Put-
now.
to push it down.
There you go.
Oh, thanks, Jack.
Yeah, thanks, Dad. That's a kick
That
in the ass.
didn't move the box, but
It's too fast.
I do hunting rights, and there's my little office in here where I do all that.
nice.
Yeah, this is my little man cave. And you know when they drop their antlers every year,
This
and,
shed.
and all of them like that. Them two deer horns up there.
Mm-hmm.
A deer jumped off the bank right in front of me.
Oh,
In a car, when he hit the asphalt, hit the jar, both horns, boing, they fell off. So I got them.
I love you, baby. Mwah.
you do that for you.
You need a good girl here. You need a little man. You're just so sweet, yes you are. You're just a baby.
Smile. You smile. This is the last peaches of the season.
Oh, buddy.
What's that?
Oh.
There's some changes over the years that the way you look at life and before and now.
Well, everything's different. Yeah, I gotta figure out a different way. When you can't walk, you have to figure out. I can do it in a wheelchair, but I can figure out how to do it in a wheelchair. You just do it. So,
Look at the positive sides of life.
yep,
Yeah. Wow.
that's all you have.
Cool.
I know. Wow. That's cool.
I'm half
Okay, we'll see. Something is cooking. Hey.
I'm
Hey.
cooking meat and potatoes.
Blueberry
Oh,
peach.
the whole thing, damn family.
There we go. the
And
whole
take a-
9
oh,
yards.
aren't the dishes beautiful?
Yeah.
Look at all my fancy pop.
And
Here
what's
is
my
a,
part in all of this?
just sitting comfortably on a ghost chair that's covered with a blanket, so you wouldn't get dirty.
This is my slow motion horse. You'll have to speed this up to catch the action.
Oh, look at you. He wants to build a whole house around this chair. He has
Yeah,
been.
don't go back any further, you'll break the window. Because you can't.
We'd have to get a new house.
So you guys getting in there, slid it back a little bit, 'cause I didn't have it. The grandkid did that, and it broke the curtains, and because it gave them back. Oh, so whenever I was a kid, I got a BB gun,
Mhm.
and a pretty good BB gun. And if you killed anything, we had to eat it. So I shot a chipmunk,
Oh,
and so, I killed a chipmunk. I was pretty happy. Mom skinned it out and cut it up. It was one bite full of meat, but I had to eat it because I killed it. She
Oh.
taught me if you kill it, you eat it.
oh wow.
And that was how we did. We did that, and we lived off the land. I played golf. I rode snowcats. I rode ATVs. I hunted. I fished.
Do you play any musical instrument?
I played a trumpet and drums.
Wow, that's good. The other day I saw you singing karaoke.
Yes,
Yeah.
but you know what? You're the one of the few people I hardly ever sing at karaoke.
Can you sing
Because
something?
I watch everybody down there sing so bad. I didn't want to do that. I never considered myself a good singer, so I just did that.
Oh. The other day I saw you watching John Wayne's movies because you like the horses. Is there any 2 or 3 favorite movies of all time that all your life that you can?
No,
The
unfortunately,
Sackets,
that-
Jackie, the Sackets.
Well-
You liked reading the Sackets and the.
yeah,
you know?
okay, yes.
Right?
Whenever I in high school, we never had TV.
Oh, wow.
So Louis Lamar's book on the Sackets, Lamar's book,
Louis Lamar.
I think I read that all.
Oh my God, he wrote Mechanist Gold, and that was Omar Sharif and Gregory Peck, Julie Newmar.
Yes.
I love that
excellent
Mechanist
movie.
Gold.
But
Right.
I read so many books that that's all I could do. I used to, from Whitebird, from where we lived, Whitebird was 2 miles. But I'd ride my bicycle, and I had baskets, and I'd pick up beer bottles and pop bottles. I got a penny a piece for a beer bottle and 2 cents for a pop bottle. And the store up here gave me credit to buy comic books and books.
Wow.
And I did that whenever I was a kid.
Did you make some money out of it?
Huh?
Did you make some money out of selling the empty beer bottles?
Well, yeah, I bought my book, my book, phone book. He didn't have Louis Lamar and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I can't remember where I got them. We didn't have a library, but I think the Cowboys gave them to me
Dinner's going
because I
in.
worked on ranches, hay and stuff like that. And they all got them and would buy them and pass them on.
And you had a long career as a linesman, putting the electrical, wires, lines.
30 years and 7 months.
Wow. And you had to ride your horses to mountain top,
Well,
climb the.
We started, whenever we put in the meters, we could read ourselves.
Oh,
We need to put them in at one period so we could turn on the billing at the same time.
So,
I'm
is it-
thankful that you hosted me and Ryan.
Is it time for a?
coming here.
It's time for a commercial brought to you by Keystone Light
And a little sip of scotch.
and Scotch, the #1 selling beer in Idaho County, It's becoming more rare now as aluminum, I guess, is skyrocketing in price. We'll be drinking this out of plastic bottles and horse troughs.
And most people say fear is the key. Actually, the beer is the key. The keystone today, tomorrow, tonight, next 5 minutes, right now. Oh my God.